Good people of YouTube, my name is Spanner and welcome back for some more Broken Sword 2. So, as I said in the previous episode, let's go to the gallery.
The Glee's gallery had style and class, but very few customers.
Okay, Glee's gallery. Mine pots.
The pots were protected by a glass case. I couldn't believe it. The pots were marked at 5,000 francs each. As far as I could tell, the pots were almost identical to the one I'd found in Ubier's house. The Wasteland. Too minimalistic for too much money. The Wasteland.
Hey there, girls. Give me some information.
What's the joke? Okay, fine.
Hold on.
If I wanted to be laughed at, there was always Nico. If I wanted to be laughed at...
Did they say something akin that I was beautiful or pretty? Or something along those lines, if I'm not mistaken? Maybe I am.
Rectangles in a desolate landscape. Highly cubist. Spheres in a barren waste. Oh, very profound. I could see a pattern emerging in this artist's work.
Yeah, it's a bit awful. Credit card machine. Hey there, man.
Are you Mr. Glees, the owner?
Good God, no.
Then I guess that must be him over there, right?
Your powers of deductive reasoning astound me.
Have you heard of Professor Ubier?
Yes, of course.
I was at his house earlier.
If you're going to drop names, you could at least name one worth dropping.
I thought Ubier was a well-respected man.
Why, his last book was nothing but pseudo-intellectual claptrap. The demented ramblings of a drug-dependent has-been.
What's that you're drinking?
I'm not sure, but I have a suspicion it might be urine. Glees can't expect a favorable criticism of his gallery when he serves this muck.
Would you give me your opinion on this pot, sir?
Yes. Very rapouche.
Rapouche?
Hideous.
Wow.
What the hell do you think you're doing? What's the difference between my pot and all those other pots?
Yours is broken.
Why, you smug, pompous sloth.
Sticks and stones, dear boy, sticks and stones.
You smashed my pot.
Certainly, it was not only worthless, it was ugly and offensive.
To you, maybe.
Believe me, I was doing you a favor.
I wasn't going to waste any more breath talking to that pompous blimp. Maybe I could turn the situation to my advantage, and at the same time, get my revenge. The pot had smashed into too many pieces to retrieve.
Okay, let's speak with Glees. Yes?
I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Certainly, sir. I'd be most happy to oblige.
You're English?
These days, one prefers to think of oneself as European.
Sure. Whatever you say.
And how precisely may one assist you, sir?
What I really wanted to ask you about was a black stone.
A black stone?
Yeah, it's a Mayan artifact, about as big as my hand.
No, sir, one doesn't get much call for black stones. If it's Mayan artifacts you're interested in, I have some rather exquisite pots.
So did I, until that slob smashed it. Have you heard of Professor Ubier?
Of course. His name is synonymous with Mayan art. A number of these artifacts were supplied by Ubier himself.
Do you believe the story that Ubier murdered his wife?
If it was true, who can blame him? She was an opportunist tramp. Well, that's what I heard.
Have you seen any of Ubier's wife's films?
Only one. Believe me, I was appalled, shocked, disgusted, and repulsed.
Well, you sure got your money's worth. Last time I went to the movies, I wasn't even titillated. I suppose you have an import license for these relics?
Of course. But that's not my problem, sir. The professor arranges all the shipping. We simply collect the items from the docks.
Could you tell me which docks Professor Ubier uses to import the artifacts?
Good God, no. I can't possibly reveal my commercial secrets.
Do you get many Central American Indians in here?
No, sir. This is Paris. Central America is several thousand kilometers southwest of here. Straight across the Atlantic Ocean and turn left. You can't miss it.
Well, as it happens, I saw some Central American Indians this very morning.
Tourists, sir. Paris is full of them at this time of year.
I have some questions I'd like to ask about those pots.
The Mexican collection? Certainly, sir.
Where did you get them from?
Mexico, of course. I think sir will find the price extremely reasonable.
Hey, I'm not interested in buying them.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, you'll excuse me.
What can I do with a credit card machine?
I had no possible use for a credit card reader. It was a machine for reading credit cards.
I suspect I cannot go back here.
Excuse me, sir.
Uh-huh.
That area is private.
Oh, so I'm not allowed back here?
No, sir.
Let's speak with this guy again.
I'd had enough of talking to that slob.
Well, he has a glass. Would you be interested in an illegal drink? Oh, that was easy.
I splashed a little absinthe into the glass and hoped he wouldn't notice the change of color.
Did you put something in my drink?
Yeah, I did. Well, what do you think?
Well, it's certainly an improvement over Gleese's wine. In fact, I could grow to like it.
I'd had enough of talking to that slob. The way that guy was gripping the glass, I'd need a wrench to get away from him. Allow me.
Well, this works. Aha! I guess you can't handle it. And now, while Glees is distracted, let's check these packing cases.
There was nothing in the case but styrofoam packing, but pasted on the side was the remains of a label. Underneath the logo of a flying bird were the words Condor Transglobal Mars. The rest of the label was missing.
From Mars?
It was beginning to make sense. Ubier had organized Nico's abduction. Ubier withdrew money from Marseille. Ubier was connected with Transglobal, who shipped their goods from a warehouse in Marseille. That's how the torn Transglobal label had once read. Marseille, not Mars. It wasn't much of a lead, but it was all I had. I set off immediately to catch the evening train.
Well, if it was actually from Mars, it would be a lot more interesting.
It was almost dawn when I arrived in Marseille. I traced Condor Transglobal to a desolate dockside.
Still have the worm.
It was the label I'd found in the Glee's gallery.
Why do I still have a worm? Especially since we didn't need the tequila for anything, nor the worm, so it strikes me as an optional item. Maybe. I could be wrong though, so let's check this place out.
The sign read, rightly enough, no entry.
Really? What is this? Ah, there's a dog in there. And the guy in there. Oh.
Hi, good morning.
Do you know what time it is?
No, I don't wear a watch. As my dad used to say, I'm not into time, man.
Well, you're too early.
What time is it anyhow?
The big hand's on the floor. Why aren't you in bed?
I can explain everything.
Never mind, I ain't that interested.
What time do you open the gates?
7.
Do you mind if I hang out here till the docks open?
Please yourself, but you'll have a long wait. It's Sunday, and tomorrow is the start of the national holiday. Everything is closed for a month.
Well, wouldn't you just know it? Does that dog belong to you?
Nah, he comes with the job. I just feed him every now and then.
More then than now, I'd say. What's the dog's name?
20.
It's unusual for a dog.
It's his registration number. Security dog number 20.
That animal doesn't seem too hot for a guard dog.
No? You haven't seen him in action.
Doesn't look like he has the energy to wag his tail.
Just like my wife. She's like a slug in a coma until she's annoyed. Then, she's like a tiger with a rat up its ass.
Sweet. Ever heard of Condor Transglobal?
Sure. They have a warehouse here.
Well, could I take a look?
Not until after the holidays. Come back in a month.
Well, a month is a bit too long.
I have to make a delivery to Condor Transglobal.
Where's your rig?
About half a mile down the road.
And you walked here? Jeez, are you some kind of nut?
Nah, it was easy. I just put one foot in front of the other. Are you gonna let me make my delivery?
Not without the paperwork. You get the papers, you make your delivery, and I get a fat backhander.
I was getting nowhere with the story about being a trucker. Do you know what kind of business Condor's involved in?
I'm paid to guard the gate. Their business is none of mine.
I'm looking for a young woman.
At the docks? What kind of woman do you have in mind?
You don't understand. It's my girlfriend I'm trying to find.
Well, I ain't seen her, and you should tell her the docks ain't no place for a young lady. They're dirty and they're dangerous.
I'm certain my girlfriend was brought here when she was abducted.
What? Your girl was kidnapped?
Yeah. Struck down by an Indian with a poisoned dart.
A poison dart, huh?
I could tell he didn't believe me.
Well, maybe you shouldn't tell the whole truth, since it's a bit ridiculous, I should say.
I have these very exotic panties.
Take them away, you pervert!
Have you ever heard of Professor Ubier?
Me? None of my friends are professors or anything like that.
What's cooking?
Beans. You know a man can live on nothing but beans.
Not this one. Don't you ever get tired of eating beans?
Sure I do. What do you take me for?
And what's the alternative?
Peas. I can't eat them too often, though. They play hell with my digestion.
Have you ever considered changing your diet?
What's wrong with beans and beer?
You need me to tell you? You're pumping out enough methane here to fill a dirigible. This is the dart that the Indian shot at my girlfriend.
Sheesh. That's pretty weird, but I don't see why you'd expect to find her here.
Take a look at this letter.
That's sick. Did you write it?
Oh, no. No, it's a letter from my girlfriend's admirer.
If I was you, I'd smack him in the mouth.
Well, that's not my style, but thanks for the advice. I gotta go now, but I'll be back.
Can't wait.
Okay, we've spoken with the man. What can I do with this chimney?
Ouch! That's hot.
Well, I guess that's another panty usage right there.
The chimney was a metal pipe with a conical hat on top to stop the rain getting in.
No, I don't want to speak with him again. Oh, maybe can I grab something? Oh no, I don't want. No.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Not use. Look.
The box contained nothing but blank forms.
Blank forms. Ouch.
Gotcha. That'll learn you to leave things alone.
Guess we should distract him, so I guess I need those. Hey there, 20.
Hey, 20. Hey, 20. It was 20. The Watchman's crazy guard dog.
So what can I do with the fence? Can I climb it? No, the dog is right on me.
What's the big idea?
I don't know. The dog went berserk for no apparent reason.
He's trained to do that. The idea is to deter any would-be intruder.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just remember, he's a trained attack dog. A killer.
A killer, eh? Can I check this padlock?
Breaking steel padlocks with my bare hands was a feat I'd never mastered.
Well, maybe you should have.
The gates were fastened with a heavy-duty padlock.
Can I go over here? I guess I can. Oh, there's a hook here. Is that a...
The stick had a hook on one end. I figured it was a boat hook. For hooking boats.
You don't say.
It was a short wooden-handled boat hook.
A boat hook. There's a bottle.
The bottle was just out of reach. Nothing was going to get me into that water if I could help it.
Well, maybe with the boat hook? Nice.
I just knew that boat hook would be useful for something. As for the bottle, even if I couldn't find a use for it, I'd cleaned up the dock a little.
Is there a message in the bottle?
It was the beer bottle that slob of a watchman had dumped in the sea, now half full of filthy dock water. The label read, "Surge, the beer that clears your head."
Oh, it was the bottle he threw. Oh, I can... I could use this passage. Not sure why.
I couldn't reach the coat.
Maybe with my trusty boat hook?
I wasn't convinced that was the right thing to do.
Hold on, I probably can't just go in there. But maybe. Let's handle the chimney first. See if it does anything. Panties go.
Panties would not have been thick enough to shield this level of heat.
Doesn't matter. So, not thick enough.
I couldn't reach the door without climbing into the room. I couldn't reach the bucket.
This doesn't work.
I couldn't reach the coat. A shabby old overcoat hung from a peg near the door. I couldn't reach the cup.
All the other items feel too far to reach even with the hook. He has the keys right there.
My arms weren't long enough to reach the
Oh,
platform.
but I bet my hook is. So what does that accomplish, really? Okay, I took out the platform. For what?
Didn't I tell you to stay away from the fence?
I was nowhere near it. It's that dog. He's crazy.
Hey, mind what you say. He's sensitive to negative criticism.
I'm not sure what getting rid of that platform accomplished. This does nothing.
Stay away from that fence, asshole.
Okay, that was pretty rude. Guess maybe it could be a way to get rid of the dog, perhaps?
It was a platform which could be raised or lowered. I couldn't figure out what it was for. Maybe it was part of a structure which no longer existed.
Let's see, if I could get my hand on some of those treats and get them into the platform. And then lower the platform while the dog is
Hey, 20.
on it.
I couldn't reach the packet.
Trusty boat hook?
I'd better think this through.
No.
I couldn't reach that far. No, I had to think of something else.
Something else. Can I get a hint? I have the beer bottle. What should I do now? Well, can I throw it at him?
Excuse me.
Huh? Who's there?
That does nothing. Ouch. What can I do with the beer bottle?
The bottle was half filled with water.
Oh,
Maybe it would cool the cone
to
down enough
cool
to
the
touch it.
cone. Okay. I see, I see. Guess I don't even need the panties.
Now I could see into the pipe which formed the chimney. That chimney looked very exposed without its cone.
Would you like a worm? No. No worms. Very exposed. Would you like a poison dart? No. Lipstick? Some paper. More water, I guess. Oh, did I just...
The bottle had blocked the chimney.
I just shoved the
and
bottle
the
there.
hut was filling up with smoke.
Cool. Okay, now let's get in there. Get the biscuits.
The packet was full of dog biscuits.
Cup.
That mug was a health risk. I decided to leave it where it was.
Can I get the pan?
Baked beans in ketchup.
Can I mess with the stove?
Yow! Stove equals heat, heat equals burn, burn equals excruciating pain. Someone had once told me a piece of coal brought you luck. Who was I to argue with irrational
All right.
superstition? The box contained nothing but blank forms. I wouldn't have considered wearing it if it had been the last coat on Earth. It was the Watchman's overcoat.
Would you like a worm in your pan?
No. It was an old iron stove, which heated the hut and the Watchman's dinner.
I guess there's nothing else.
The saucepan was 3/4 full of baked beans.
Can I take some beans?
No. Not such a good idea.
Okay then, I guess we're done. Now, can I get him some treats?
Hey, 20. Come and get it, boy.
Into the platform? Oh, maybe I'll have to lower the platform and he will jump or something?
Hey, 20. Come and get it, boy.
No. Well, that's disappointing.
Hey, 20.
Oh, in
Come
the
and get it,
platform.
boy.
Okay.
I felt a slight twinge of conscience as I prepared to give the dog a dunking.
Into the
It soon
drink.
passed. As I'd expected, the dog could swim like a... well, like a dog.
Alright. The guard dog is out of our way. We have a clear way into the docks. But for now, it's the end of the episode, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed another episode of Broken Sword 2, and I will see you all next time.